wondered what it means for your museum to be an educational institution rather than a collectioneur par excellence. And ever wondered why you make the choices you make in educational programs that you offer to the general public or to schoolers or to students, and how to most effectively mix entertainment with education, and whether there is such a thing as a right or even an excellent balance between entertainment and education, whether you can chart this balance somehow. And do you ever wonder which notions are implicit in the educational choices that you and your institution make? Well, I did. I wondered about all that and actually much more. And that is why I started field research in the Netherlands to the moral intuitions of museum practitioners in shaping the balance between entertainment and education in their institutions. On how they view the use of their body of knowledge and of their objects to create experiences that seduce visitors to learn, to broaden their knowledge, to deepen their knowledge, and even sometimes to question their own beliefs. Now, I could talk to you about this for hours, but that seems not a very good plan since I'm doing a virtual presentation, as I could not attend this wonderful conference in person. So what I thought I could probably better do for you is to share with you questions that are on my mind in this respect when it comes to the balance between education and entertainment. And these are the questions that guided my research in the Netherlands, and that I would love to get your answers on, your thoughts on, your visions, your views, because so far I have a Dutch perspective, a shaky one, but I've got one, and I'd love to get a grasp on the international perspective. So, here goes. My questions for you. What is the educational vision of your organization? Yeah, got that? Take it out, because I need your answers at some stage. What are the educational goals that your institution has in terms of skills, in terms of knowledge transfer, in terms of doing something to touch at the level of attitude? Let me know. Third one. How does your organization, your institution, see the future of education? And twofold, what does your museum see as their role in the future of education? So in terms of partnerships, what will be their position with other institutions? But also in terms of the educational goals. Is what you're doing now still what you'll be doing in, let's say, 10 years from now? Or will that have fundamentally changed? And if so, how? Still with me? Because now I'm a philosopher by training, can't help it. Why do you think what you think? Why do you answer what you answer on the first 3 questions I just said? Really curious to hear that from you. Next one, moving on to education and entertainment. Now, it would be really interesting to me, but I guess also to your colleagues that you're hopefully standing around with watching this virtual presentation. Could you provide me with 1 or 2 examples where education and entertainment were involved, were mixed in an educational program that you ran? That would be wonderful. For me that is, and I think also for you, because maybe this is the first time that you think about it. But there's a first time for everything, isn't there? Next one. Could you describe to me whether you have, and if yes, when, did you experience a tension between education and entertainment in an educational activity or an educational concept that you had? Tension. Right. Next question. We're nearly there. If and when you experienced that tension, how did you strike a balance between entertainment and education? Which arguments did you use? That is really of interest to me. Next one. Finally, there it comes, the question of definition. How would you define entertainment and how would you define education? Where do you see the crossroads? Where do they meet and where do they differ? Really important question to me and hopefully to you. Let me know. And discuss with your colleagues. Almost the last question. Would you think that inclusion of a specific paragraph on education and entertainment, or in education in general, in the Museum Code of Ethics would be useful for you and your colleagues, for your institution? Let me know. Last question. do you or did you in your institution with colleagues or with your audience, with your visitors, have a dialogue on entertainment and education? Let me know. Whilst we're visited by some of the general shopping that even the Dutch Peace Palace has to do, I am really curious to learn what your colleagues think and said about these questions, what you think and said. So do let me know. I'm really sorry that I couldn't be there, but please share your answers with me. You can reach me on Margo at mk5060.com. And the other thing is, if you're curious to learn what other colleagues in the Netherlands said about it, I am trying to get a paper published on this. Not quite sure whether I'm going to be so lucky. If not, watch my website, mk5060.com, because then I will definitely publish something there, but hopefully it will be in the Journal of Inclusive Museums. If you've got any answers, any thoughts, please let me know, share them with me. You can reach me again on Margo at mk5060.com. And now, last but not least, my name is Margo de Groot-Koenen. I'm trained as a philosopher and as an ethicist, and I work mainly for knowledge-driven institutions. That includes museums, science centers, libraries and their associations. I have a passion for developing the capacities of people and a definite passion for professionalizing the sector. I really look forward to hearing from you, but for the moment I wish you a very inspiring conference, a very inspiring meeting of minds, and a last view of the Peace Palace, which is one of the landmarks of my hometown, The Hague in the Netherlands. Catch you later, hopefully online.